Hey everyone, and welcome to A Question to the Teacher. In this series, we're going to ask and try to answer some of the questions that I wish I would have known to ask when I was starting out teaching. And here's our question for the day. Hey everyone, it's me, Brian. And our question for today is, what advice would you give to your younger teaching self? Now, this is a question that most teachers are all too happy to answer, myself included, because I think it's one of the best questions that older and more experienced teachers can ask themselves. It's a great reflection question, and it's a great question to pass on that one bit of information, that one solid piece of advice that you wish someone would have given to you. So, what do I wish I could tell young Brian? The Brian with no gray hair, the Brian with no wrinkles, the Brian with that bouncy hop in his step. Well, my advice to you would be, you can have better students because you can become a better teacher. When I first started out, my first year in a classroom, things were tough. The students were tough. And getting to work was even tougher. There were times when I dreaded going in. But over time, I started to learn that there are different types of students in every class, just as there are different types of teachers in every school. And over time, I started to learn who were the brainiacs, who were the talkers, who were the jocks, who were the shy wallflowers, who were the students who would get the work done with a little bit of motivation, and who needed a little bit more. Now, over time, over that first year, I thought, wow, I've got these students down. I know who they are. And I thought, wow, some of these students I'm going to be happy to see gone. I thought, once these students leave, things will get better. What I realized was things don't get better, students don't get better, you get better. Because after that first year, when those students left and the next year started, the door opened, students walked in, and guess who walked in? Those same students. The ones who I thought were gone for good, they were replaced by students who were a year younger and fresher. Of course, the names changed, but the students didn't. You had your good ones, your bad ones, and your in-betweens. So after about 2 years of this, when I realized it wasn't a fluke, I said, these students are not going to change. So I have to. So I took the time to develop personally and professionally to become a better teacher so I could have better students. So that's my piece of advice to you, young Brian. Go out and make yourself a better person, a better teacher, so you'll have better students. Cheers.